Hey, I'm Vince. I'm the marketing manager at the Davis Food Co-op, and today we are here with...
I'm Brennan. I'm owner, brewer, all the things at Dunloe Brewing.
Right on. And I think right off the bat, first question I have is, where does the name Dunloe Brewing come from?
So it's a mountain pass in Ireland. That roundabout way means commonplace. And that's kind of like the side of beer that I fell in love with. Like people getting together and becoming friends because they just happen to sit at the same table. And but me and my wife, who's the other half of the brewery, when we were, I think I was 21 or 22, we did this backpacking adventure in Ireland, and we were supposed to hike over the Gap of Dunloe. I guess we did hike over it, but we were supposed to camp there, and nothing went right, and flat tire and like broken lug wrench, and we were in this little go-kart of a rental car, and yeah, nothing went right, but it was a very beautiful place. So that's where the logo comes from, is the picture from that gap.
What has that story played any part? Is there any symbolism in the way that story in real life happened for you versus how the story of the brewery has gone so far?
I mean, so far so good with the brewery. It's been pretty good.
So what can you tell us about when and how Dunloe got started?
So we opened in July of 2017. It was a long time in the planning. Davis is weird with building and all that stuff, and it took us a bit to find a location that the city would let us put a brewery in, and then that just hit all the requirements. So we got this place in 2016, about today actually, we got the key. But before that, I brewed with Sudwork for 7 years, did a little bit of everything over there, built their first tasting room and bartended that for a long time. Somewhere in there, got accepted to UCD and did their food science program with an emphasis in beer, and then kind of halfway through withdrew and did the UCD Master Brewers program. Okay. So more than you ever want to know about beer. So yeah, I guess here we are.
Yeah, perfect journey to here.
Yeah, it was a lot, but
cool.
It works.
Cool. All right, so we're out here in the beautiful beer garden, the recently converted from the parking lot.
Yeah,
what can you tell us about how this came to be, and maybe like what this has kind of changed for the business since you made this transition?
I mean, the big one is it let us open, so that was pretty cool. It's kind of been, I mean, drinking beer outside in California is delightful. So we wanted to do more, but that was, our old patio was kind of all we could do. And the nice thing about the pandemic was it relaxed a bunch of restrictions, and we were able to spread out a little bit. We were doing curbside can sales for the last year, and it's really nice to have people here again and to tell them why that beer tastes the way it does.
All right, so the weather's warming up, summer's coming around the corner. What you got new going on at the brewery here?
So we just did a new bottle release with a farm out of Cape that is also at the co-op, Good Humus. So we did a beer with a mixed ferm saison, kind of sour, kind of funky, with 2 pounds per gallon of apricots and peaches from them. And it tastes like you're drinking like apricot fruit leather. We found some awesome partnerships. Good Humus is one. Cloverleaf down in Dixon, they're awesome too. We do a lot of stone fruit from them. We've done some berries from them. They're pretty good. Spoiled. We're spoiled.
For sure. I mean, we feel the same way because those are farms that we work with as well. Yeah. So we definitely get it. That's the best. Like, you just can't beat good local produce
and good people. Like,
for sure.
Everyone that works at both those farms are just awesome.
Yeah.
So that makes the fruit taste better, I think. Yeah.
The secret ingredient of life.
Yeah. A little smile, you know?
Yeah. So you mentioned a little bit earlier about what it was like opening up in the city of Davis. What can you tell us about operating in Davis, and maybe like what went into your decision to open a business here, and kind of how that's been so far?
All right.
What you like about it?
So I actually grew up in Davis. I wasn't born here, but might as well been. Moved here when I was 1. So I grew up here. I know the town, know the I guess what people want. I don't know. I don't think you'll ever know what people want, but some idea of what people want. And I left for 2 years, and then yeah, shit, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I'll come back, and I'm glad I did. We've done some stuff with YOLA Food Bank. There's a LGBTQ organization in Davis called Gorilla Queer Bar, and we've done some beer with them. Just little stuff to like help support and make it a better Davis.
So you mentioned Sud Work. You worked there for a while.
Yeah.
And you're one of only a few breweries in Davis.
Yeah.
What is kind of the relationship with the other breweries, or maybe just some of the inspiration that you've taken from the other breweries in town?
We kind of hold everyone accountable to making good beer. And if everyone makes good beer, we all do better. Beer tourism is a thing. I never thought that was going to be a thing, but people show up to Davis to drink beer, and everybody wants to help each other out. And it's share ideas, share ingredients. The goal is to make better beer. And if we talk about it, if we share beers, if we build off each other, we can become better.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate your time today. For everybody watching, come out to Dunloe, enjoy a beer out here on the patio. If you're not able to make it out here, come buy it at the co-op. However you can get it, get this beer. It is delicious, and it's a great locally owned beer using great local ingredients too, which is awesome to see.
We try.
Yeah.
We try. Yeah. So thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys selling my beer. So
Absolutely.
all the things.
Right on.